Anybody who would like to ask a question or say something? You have to be at the Master's Lodge at 8.
A quarter past.
So we have time for
8.
Yes.
How early does your instruction start? Was it at 4 or was it even before then?
I'm sure it was before then. I think he had a really good opportunity when I was 4. He kind of had prisoners.
I see.
But he probably spent a lot of time with Martin, because Martin's 5 years older than me. So Martin will have had more of this earlier on. Did Arthur
I don't really
experiment
remember
on you?
that much, no. What I do remember is, I think before then, I would say 1953, I think, there used to be, I think, regularly, I don't know whether it was one evening a week or what, but people like Jonathan Bennett came around when they were still, I don't know whether undergrad or postgrad, and I do remember noticing them writing Polish notation at that stage. But I didn't really, and the truth tables were explained to me then, but I had no idea what they were for. Just as when I first went to school, or before I went to school, I was told that 1 and 1 made 2, and I thought, well, yes, but what's the use of that?
Yes, it was very much sort of part of our early language. I don't remember a time when...
That's a question more.
So just out of curiosity, so the logic lessons, did they help speed up your recovery from tuberculosis? Did they stop it? Did you try to get well very quickly so you get out of it? Or?
I'm sure we would have if we could have. But we didn't really have any option.
I think actually we only caught it very mildly, but we were kept out of the way, partly so we didn't infect anybody else, and partly we thought, better be safe than sorry. And so, in fact, I would say that the second half of the year, we had a full academic year off. The second half of the year, we were out and about, but we weren't necessarily very energetic.
One question about this one. Thank you by the way, for letting us print it. You were 4 years old, and you were 9.
No, yes,
Yes,
9.
when-
Yeah, 9 and 10.
When you got this one, and you have already said how you reacted, but what about you? Did you understand anything of it? Were there lectures to go with it? Or?
No. I remember the crocodile, for example.
It's a very tricky story, actually.
I don't remember the detail of that.
No.
And as I said, I confused it with how the elephant got his trunk. And as I said,
Yes, that's what you write in the papers.
Yes.
And the spelling is correct if somebody.
Yes, I was very insistent with the editor. It was that.
No.
Yes. Yes.
When are you going to tell us something about rhubarb?
Was I going to tell you about rhubarb?
I'm sure there was something you could tell us about rhubarb.
Well, I was going to bring along 1 or 2 copies of Mary's. This is Mary's book, and I got a nice text around about lunchtime today, saying that
Martin,
it
I'm not
arrived
sure,
at the shop in London, so it was a bit late.
I'm not sure that everybody knows that. Maybe you should say what we're speaking about. The book we're speaking about is by Mary Prior.
Yes, she wrote it. About 3 years before she died. She once went up to Shetland. She regularly went up to Shetland to work in the archives there, but one summer they were refurbishing, so she had to do something, and she wrote this book on rhubarb. Do you want to say?
Yes, she'd actually been, ever since she started visiting Shetland, which is where I lived for 35 years, she'd noticed that there was rhubarb growing everywhere, and it was about the only thing that did thrive. And she took an interest and started collecting rhubarb recipes and researching the history of rhubarb. She actually started doing it, I think, back in the 80s, and then shelved it because she started researching other subjects, and then revived her rhubarb studies when she wasn't allowed into the archives. She was very annoyed that Shetland Archives was no longer available to her. And Rhubarb Area turned out to be by far her most popular book, and was translated into French, and is well worth a read. If ever you can get hold of a copy of Rhubarb Area, it's quite a little treasure. And I think Martin probably does have several copies, but unfortunately they're in London.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for coming and for sharing your memory with us. It was great. Thank you very much. So we will now move to the Master's Lodge.
Master's Lodge. Yes.